It's hard to believe now, but the sideline media coverage for the first Super Bowl was less than you'd see for a preseason game today. NFL Films could have fit most of its crew in a station wagon.
Sports reporters and newspaper guys, their first question, hey, SABOL, how many cameras you cover in the game? How many cameras? Well, I started with 5 because it was very expensive to shoot these games. It was easier than a regular season high rivalry game. I mean, you know, there weren't that many people on the sidelines. The first Super Bowl, it was not a big deal.
The AFL-NFL concept was still too new for fans to absorb. But that didn't keep both NBC and CBS from broadcasting the game, the first and only time that's ever happened.
Each league had its own television contract. The AFL was with NBC and the NFL would have been with CBS, so we would have had untold arguments if we tried to say, well, one network is going to get it. So the answer was to use a common feed and same picture, and each network have their own sponsors.
Even with 2 networks, there was still one small detail that both overlooked.
When we saw all these acres of empty seats in our footage, it reminded me of what an eerie, almost surreal setting it was. You'll only see this on our film footage because the network tape doesn't exist. If you can believe this, they recorded soap operas over the game tapes, and VCRs hadn't been invented yet.
Because of the high cost of videotape in the 1960s, it was network policy to reuse old stock. Neither CBS nor NBC owns a full Super Bowl I broadcast. But in 2005, a video from a Scranton, Pennsylvania TV station emerged with some of the game, yet still missing halftime and most of the third quarter.
And it just amazes me that somehow it was erased, or it might even be that the importance of the game wasn't held in that high esteem back then. It was perhaps just another championship football game.
Max McGee. Ray, you won't see many catches like that. Max McGee leaning far behind, pulling that in with one hand. Longtime veteran. Here he is working against Willie Mitchell. You see it on the isolated camera. Watch this, is behind him. One hand that Mitchell went for it. He couldn't get it. Max McGee has put the Packers on the scoreboard.
So the Packers break through to lead 6-0.